Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, to our beautiful factory. Oh, the labor of love this is, and listen, we're getting to phase 3 today. We're starting that process now, and also, as well, next week, this game comes out of early access, so it's going to be a wild ride. We're going to see if we can keep playing this this save file, or if we're going to have to start a new one. We will see very soon. We'll take a look, but anyway, I upgraded our, pipe production, and so I can throw some pipes in here, realizing I don't actually have enough pipes. But you can see our pipes are flowing into the system, and I don't believe they're all being used, which is excellent. But one thing about the pipe production is I did notice that we may need to upgrade our conveyors soon to handle all of the resources that we are consuming, all the resources we're using, and we may need to do, the encased steel beam version. So, we might need to start making more of them as we continue on here, because I did actually use them over the last few days of me mulling about, fixing the system, making it better. It's just a grand old time, but we're going to unlock monorail technology and see what Ada has to say to us about it.
Milestone reached. A new set of buildings and vehicles needed for long-range transportation has been made available. In addition to built-in power conduction, rails-based transit ensures increased efficiency and reliability for both the transport of pioneers and cargo.
Yep, so that's really the deal with it. You go in transportation here, and you can see we got all this stuff unlocked. It's very, very wild. So, we would probably just do one for starters, but you can see here you need a train platform. You've got a train station, so drive to and stop at the train station. You can connect power to the train station to power the railway. So the rail actually carries electricity, so it just requires tubes, and that's easy actually, very easy to make railways themselves. The locomotive is not too difficult. Leaf, okay, and there you go, platform and a freight platform and a fluid freight platform. There you go as well. So those two options too are very important. Now there were some, there were some train lines ideas that I wanted to perhaps employ soon, but I'm not quite sure if they actually really ultimately serve purpose. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I gotta think it over before I get too hell-bent on getting it done. But either way, sort the inventory out, because we have a lot of work to do. I want to first show you the new pipe factory that we've got going on. Alright, so it's not over here. This is the original pipe factory. You got the the pipes being made there, and then I think we've got 3 making steel, what are these called? Steel beams. So yeah, 3 are making steel beams, and then we've gone to only 1 making pipes. But listen, we set up a new system as well as a new hyper tube too. So you can see that's the new pipe route right there. You can see them scrolling on through, and I know these aren't side by side. I actually built them independently of one another, and for the sake of the hyper tube at the time, this seemed to be easier, but then when I was putting that in, that seemed to be easier. And you can see it could have just gone straight. Here, and anyway, it's wonky, but we had to go up there, all the way up there to get coal, and all the way over there to go and get iron. So it wasn't the easiest thing to do, and it actually took me a few hours to get it all sorted out and done. But then this took me a mere 10 minutes to build. This was the easy part. So we have 3 coal miners up there and 3 iron miners over there. And the thing is, they're each producing 240 of their respective resources. So they're all actually equal, which is amazing, because what I've been able to do here is I've been able to forge, and we've been able to produce, 45 per minute, 180 a minute off of the 2 of those. And then we are able to run 3 constructors off of the 2 of those. So we are producing a bunch of steel, and the only thing stopping the steel production is actually, well, overflow of steel. So we might set up an awesome sink. That would actually probably be a good idea. Maybe I'll actually do that now, because I wasn't expecting it to do this quite as aggressively as it is. So right here, we get a smart splitter. Right? No, not a smart splitter. We will put in a smart splitter then. And we will just put in an awesome sink, because why not get a little bit extra couponage? You know, we like the coupons. I like the coupons. We all like the coupons. So why not get them? And we'll do a Mark IV here. Not that it's really needed, but we'll do a Mark IV. And power line. Yoink. Boink. And then any overflow to the left. So it will just absolutely burn the heck out of it, upping our coupons. And look at that, we already have 14 other coupons from running the system the way it is. But there you go, that's the big old pipe system we got set up. It is running at optimal efficiency, 100% efficiency across the board. I know it says 29, but that's because of overflow. Because as you can see, just explaining it further, we've got 45, 45, so that's 90. And then each one of these consumes 30. So then once this one is full, we take the overflow from it. And no, wait, once that one's full, overflow into there. And same with that one. Once that one is full, overflow into there. And you get the same situation set up on this side as well. So making use of all of the resources, making good use of all the resources, and it's going quite smoothly as well. While we've got this beautiful thing set up solving some problems, we need to make more copper sheets. So I think copper sheets were really produced back on, well, at our first hypertube drop off, really. So just over there, and you can even see, look, there's that. There's our beautiful space elevator. And there's all of this. And if you're over there, actually, when you're going in the tube, you can actually see, I believe, some factories over there and over there. It's wild what you can see. It's really quite impressive. And I'm quite pleased about it. Now, speaking copper sheets, they are used for the electronics, okay? And I've been trying really hard to, you know, make sure we are producing electronics, but the problem is we are not producing enough now. So we've got our Mark I miner, and listen, these fellas are operating at 100%. You know, 20 uses 20. How much are you producing? 30. So you can produce 30. Kind of same situation as over there. I think we may need to do a little bit of a rework here, because we've got, again, this one producing 30. So what I would do is, let me just see if I can make this happen real quick. Equipment workshop right down there. And I need to make a couple of miners. Portable miners. I don't have the inventory space, but that's okay. We're just going to throw away some of this biomass stuff. And I need 4 of them. No, wait, I only need 2. I don't know why I was making 4. Okay, cool. So that's also to say, listen, this is producing 30, this is producing 60. Okay, so we're going to double it. We're going to double it. We're going to be able to add in a bunch more stuff, and I'm really quite excited for it. So let me get that on there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And also, while we're messing around here too, let me just take a quick look. Power is okay. Max consumption is up a little bit, but production is still really solid. So we may need to do a little bit more work on the power soon as well. Hopefully not today, but we'll see. And I may also need to grab some jetpack fuel, because I put some in the vehicle over there. Which is something I didn't talk about. I did make a vehicle because we had to drive around and find out all of where we were going. It was quite messy for a while, but we got it done. Well, now instead of 2 smelters, this can support 4. So what I'm going to do is we're going to be redefining a little bit of the electricity here, which is not a problem at all. Just going to be taking this one and running a line over here instead. Over here and boink. just because I don't want this to, I don't want the power supply to be cut off when I fiddle with all of this. And we're back. We're back here with our little setup. So we've got it sorted beautifully. You know, we got the one miner pumping that out into the two smelters, and then, you know, just like our setup over there, we've got excess going into this one, and those two running. And I think everything should be running at 100%. There, that one's at 100. That one's at 100, and hopefully this one's at 100 too. Perfect. So you can even see there's no excess really going on here. There is some excess in these two. These ones are probably at 100, but that one is still going strong at 50. And we'll double check this side too, just to make sure that it's operating well. Oh, it's actually operating at 0% capacity. This is going to be really embarrassing because, yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm about to tell you something as well. So there's our overflow. Okay, so I thought I had all 6 of those running. I've been running on 5 for several hours because here's what I did. I decided, and we'll go home while we talk about this, okay? I decided that, you know, I felt that you folks may be getting tired of me trying to strive to complete phase 3. So I set up a little bit of a mess of some manufacturers, okay? And I let the game run overnight. I know, cheating the system. However, it worked out rather well. So I actually have all of the items to dump into phase 3. We've been sitting on phase 3 forever, and you know, this has been a long process, and you've seen kind of all of the groundwork for it already. There was a little bit of extra stuff I did, and I'll show you here as well. Oh, we put in batteries too, just because I was worried about some stuff. And you can see they're all at 100%, even though it's gray, which is kind of concerning. You think it would be white or something, but anyway, fully charged. And so you can see the factory's kind of stopped a bit, which is good. I had to enhance rubber production a little bit because rubber production was struggling. And then I had to put these in, making, you know, smart plating and the automated wiring, right? Yeah, automated wiring. So, you know, there's a lot of work put in there. What we are running out of, because we'll look at that stuff in a second, what we are running out of a little bit here is actually copper wire is one thing that we're running out of. The sheets, I think, yeah, we're caught up on sheets. But you can see here we are running out of cabling too. That is an interesting one, and I'm not surprised by that. So one day in between, I'm going to have to fiddle with that. You know, the screws were, you know, that's not surprising. But so copper wiring, copper tubing, struggling a little bit, but we're going to move in a solid direction there very soon. We'll have them fixed up depending on what we need for phase 4. Now, we have these set up. You can see the beautiful systems, and just a reminder as to what this one's building. That's building heavy modular frames, which were being pumped in there. We're over here. I think they were being pumped over here. Yeah. So you can see we do have a little bit of a surplus. Not a massive surplus, just a small one. And then on this end, I believe this one was making, was it computers or what were you making? Yeah, computers. So again, same situation over here. I believe we got a little bit of a surplus. Yep. And so we needed versatile frameworks, which were crafted. Were they crafted right here? No, this is the adaptive control units. And then we've got the modular engines here. So you can see things were kind of getting pumped in slowly. That smart plating was going in, operating at 43%. So not exactly the right number. Somewhere between 40 and 50, I'm not sure. But either way, it did the trick. And then same with this one, not operating at 100%, but also certainly not operating at 0% either. Because we are only producing a handful of those every little bit. And then, yeah, versatile framework I put down here. So you can see I've got quite the setup of versatile frameworks, and I just manually pumped in the modular frames, and then the what was it? Reinforced iron? No, the steel beams. The steel beams. So we actually have it all here. It's all filled up in there and in here. And so we're going to just simply do the good old-fashioned trick of dumping it in there. Now, all I want to do is grab some encased steel beams to make this very quick. Very easy and simple. And we're going to do this. And we're going to build an industrial storage unit. So, you know, really, had I wanted to do this properly, what I could have done was set these things into here, like, way, way long ago. Set the things directly to deposit in here, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted you folks to be part of the witnessing, bearing witness to that portion. I know you may not have borne witness to the rest of the system, but I felt this part was the important part, and you didn't need to see me build another boring system. You see me do it all the time. It's not that fun, right? It's not that fun all the time watching me do this. It's more fun to see the successes rather than sit there and watch me build the same thing over and over again. But here we are. Listen, it's almost done. It's almost done. And by unlocking phase 4, we're going to be able to unlock other milestones to complete too. And, you know, maybe even get into some radiation before the new update comes out, as this is coming out of early access. Now, I want to split that into 20. So there's 20. Boom. Beautiful. So we're at 50. Geez. Okay. 100, 200, 300. 400, 500, 6, 7. I've lost count now. Either way, let's drop this many in. It'll take a minute to do that anyway. And we'll go and grab the other stuff. These were actually pretty close. You can see we only produced 81 extra over the 500. These ones we produced double what we needed. So that was really clean, really crisp. I'm pretty sure I didn't actually pick any of that up beforehand. But I will double check those chests that I put down, those little crates, to make sure I didn't make a mistake. As well, just keeping an eye on, look at that, look at those numbers pumping up there. Absolutely amazing, remarkable, all the good words that we want to use. I did actually pick them up already. Oh man, okay, so never mind, I lied to you. I had already picked some of them up, but I don't think I picked them all up, eh? No, so we're good, we've got more on hand than I thought. Now I am going to take, oh gosh, that's too much stuff. I need a few of these things here. Okay, this should do the trick, I think. So that has deposited those. Okay, perfect. So now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And while that side is working away, we can do 10 of those. Whoops. That stack wasn't perfect, but that's okay. And I can't afford it. Not enough steel beams. That's okay. That's all right. We're doing fine, though. We're doing fine. Look at them go. We've completed the versatile frameworks now. This is excellent. And now this one's rolling through. Probably going to be too much. Let's just dump those two in there. See what happens. It is absolutely wild how fast this goes. Look at it shooting out. Boom. Beautiful. But then you've got... Whew. Wild. So clean. So quick. Oh my goodness. I am very excited for this part. Because now we get to seal it. But most importantly, we get to send it. And we've completed that one. That line. It's done now. Phase 3 is done. And we're going to do what we always do. Look at it launch off into space. Gone. So far. That's that. I mean, listen, it took a little bit of time, but we got it done, right, folks? It took me multiple episodes to do that one. Multiple hours of letting the game run. If I push escape here, look. You can even see down in the bottom left, the game has been played for 105 hours. which is insane considering we've only got 11 episodes. This is episode 11. And we've had the game running for, 105 hours. That's crazy, folks. So it's about 10 hours an episode. No, but it does take time if I let the game run in between. This is a very difficult game to progress quickly in, and now that we've got Phase 4 going, this is going to be even more impossible. So taking a look in here, let's see, so start at 3, what's left. So we've got vehicular transport to complete, then we've got the blueprints to complete, which I'm not really interested in. Gas masks, which we haven't really needed. Tier 6 pipeline engineering, which ultimately could be very helpful as we continue forward here. And then we've got 7 and 8, tier 7 and 8. Okay, so let's take a look at these. We've got bauxite refinement. This is interesting. This I'm completely unfamiliar with. I didn't have a hand in this portion. There you go. So, what, liquid? Bauxite dissolved aluminum extracted can't be refined. Can be refined. Okay. Wild. So I've never touched this. Then we've got conveyors Mark V, which is quite impressive, quite fast. 780 is insane. We have hazmat suits for radiation purposes. Interesting. Some of these things I'm unfamiliar with. And then sulfur for supercomputers, battery, drones, those will be wild. Oh my goodness, this is going to take us a while to get to. Hover packs, yes. I do remember the hover packs. They let you float around as long as you're near electricity, as long as you're near wires that are powered. Then you've got nuclear radiation or nuclear power, advanced aluminum production, leading edge production, and finally particle enrichment with nitric acid, plutonium pellets, encased plutonium cells, nuclear pasta. It's totally fine. Nuclear pasta, why not? Now listen, there is no way I am humanly possible as one individual. There's no way it's possible for me to finish Objective 4, completing Phase 4 before September 10th. There's no way. It's not possible. However, I am happy to keep this up because we're going to be doing a little bit here. Let's select this milestone, for example, just to get some stuff out of the way. So happy to continue on a little bit here, and we'll listen to Ada here on the cars.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Yeah. So, I mean, that is so... You can even see pawn will return in 4 minutes, and we'll wait those 4 minutes, and then we'll do one of the harder ones. Because we have largely ignored these ones. They just simply weren't important. They weren't needed. It wasn't something that was particularly interesting to us. But now it looks like we do need some of these things in order to move forward, unfortunately. So talking about these, we need, well, actually, this one we could probably do right off the bat to get the aluminum. And then we could start looking at doing these hazmat things and whatnot in between. But that full release, it does come out on September 10th, Tuesday, September 10th. So next week it'll be out. And the map is going to change, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to play on this. I think they'll probably have it such that we can, but it's not the point. The point is I'm afraid, I'm scared. It's going to be new. It's going to be, there's movement to the map. There's, I think, some additions as well to the game, so I'm pretty excited to see what changes they make, what they add to the end game, for example, and what we'll be able to see as we continue to play a little bit of Satisfactory. I don't know if we'll do a full playthrough. I did have a ball here, but let me know what you folks want down below. If you want me to keep playing the game, do let me know. Otherwise, we might move on to something else. We might move on to a few other things in September as time goes on. I know spooky season's coming, So it might be time for a little bit of, you know, spooky games. We like to play some spooky stuff on the channel sometimes. Just like last year, we did Voltaire the Vegan Vampire. So maybe this time we'll do, say, State of Decay or something. That was a real ball of a game, in my opinion. You know, it could be fun to play. But we'll see as we put out a poll or something to get a little bit of the vibes of what folks are looking for. But there, our milestone has arrived back here, and let's just see what do we want to do. So I was thinking of maybe doing gas mask. Let me actually select this one for a sec, just so I can pump that in there. So there is gas mask. Chuck the plastic in, chuck the rubber in as well. And then other milestones include the pipeline and this. So let's pick this one. So a new one, right? And we'll see how many minutes it takes for it to go out. All right, here we go. Let's throw these in here. Let's throw everything in that we need. We need a little bit of rubber in there. There you go. And a few more motors. Launch this one out and see what Ada has to say about bauxite.
Milestone reached. Quartz and bauxite scanning unlocked. A new generation of basic aluminum parts is now available, which can be constructed from bauxite after a complex process of refinement. The blender will be used in future processes.
All right, very interesting, and there you go. 10 minutes for that one. Okay, not that bad, not actually that bad. So let's do two things here. One, I just want to remember how expensive the trains are. So we got tractors and trucks now. Those are fun. I mean, they serve purpose, but not really at the same time. And then we've got electric locomotives. Okay, so I've got everything I need to make one of these. Look at that. Ooh. And then freight cars, same situation. 38 capacity wild. We've got freight platforms. We kind of have everything we need, actually, to make trains. They're just so darn big. They are a lot of fun, though. I absolutely had a ball playing with these previously. But look how big the... Like, let's get up here for a second just so you can see. Hopefully that coming back doesn't kill us. But look how big it is compared to our factory. We have a full-blown factory here. Full-blown storage facility. And this is the width of it. So it's quite crazy. We can even build an automated storage system as well in the game too. So that is something I would typically want to set up in here if that was what we were looking for. I think it is time though to go and try and find a little bit of bauxite here, because we've got iron, copper, limestone, quartz, deuterium, gold, crude oil, sulfur, now bauxite. I don't know why it just unlocked the quartz for us. That's fun. We've had it for a while. Okay, so the nearest bauxite is all the way over there. That's actually not that far from the setup we did over here. We could actually run over there as well, maybe, to see. We got pure, normal. So probably the pure one is what we'll go for. But I think it's best to leave this episode here. We've done oodles of work today. We've explained everything that we've gone through. And quite frankly, we're waiting for that September update to see if we can even play this save file anymore. So, you know, if you folks did enjoy this episode, if you've enjoyed the series, do let me know down below. And let me know what you want to see next. Let me know if you want me to start fresh. If you want me to keep going on this, we're certainly going to do a video, see what changes have been made to the game as of next week. It's very exciting, very good that they're finally releasing it fully, and I think that there is certainly a lot of opportunity to improve, a lot of opportunity to add to the game, because it's so great. It is a phenomenal game in the baseline. And I had a lot of fun playing it. I have a lot of fun playing it all the time. It's even better with friends, folks. So I highly recommend. And just seriously, I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more of this. We'll see if we do another full playthrough. We'll see what happens. But if you folks did enjoy, do let me know down below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And as always, thank you for stopping by. Happy you did, and I'll see you next time.